How can we regain confidence in the hobby and bass? If you're new to the channel, my name is Steve Chapman. I try to keep up with the videos, try to do everything. But if you're new, I hope you hit that like and subscribe button and become part of the team and family. Now, this video is going to be a lot of questions that I want you to answer for me. How do we gain confidence back into bass and tournament fishing? And is it possible at this point in time? Now, this is part 2 of the video because I did another video about losing confidence in bass. And the comments were just amazing. They actually made me rethink if maybe I'm wrong. And that's a good thing. I don't mind being wrong. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy the back and forth camaraderie between us and trying to learn and respect each other. And a lot of people said, I'm done watching bass. I hate forward-facing sonar. It stinks. And a lot of it was about technology. And is technology really the demise of the hobby and sport? And while I don't like forward-facing sonar, I do realize that it's a tool that most anglers need to use if they're allowed to use it, because it does allow anglers to catch more fish. And at some point in time, we need to realize that is it about how many fish are being caught or how they're catching them? That's the key to most of the technology and the people who are against technology. And where the organizations are going in the future is going to be scrutinized by us at all costs, because this hobby and sport is something we believe in, something that we are passionate about, something that we love. And if they make a change or if they don't make a change, it's going to make some people mad. It's going to make other people happy. Now, I had over 307 comments to reply to after the weekend, and that's a lot, especially for a small channel like mine. But I tried to reply to all of them and read and really give each one thought. And there were a lot of people that talked about how happy they were about the MPFL prohibiting forward-facing sonar. But if Bass flip-flops and makes a change, will that regain our confidence in that organization? How do we go about gaining that confidence and wanting to do or wanting more from Bass? How do we go about that? And is it really possible at this point in time? Is there an angler committee that should be put together to look into the rules at this point in time? Helpful or not helpful? Now again, you're in charge of commenting below the answers to these, because I'm going to do a third video if this works out and just talk about all the things you guys are telling me. Is it all about technology and forward-facing sonar? Again, they're allowed to use this as a tool. A tool and technology isn't going to diminish. It's only going to keep progressing as years go on. And would we rather see a tighter competition with less bigger fish or more fish caught? Now, KWD1253 made a great comment. He wrote, if forward-facing sonar is being used, should we eliminate practice days? That's an amazing question, because if they're using that technology, why do they need the practice days? Great comment. I want to know what you think on that one. My next comment came from Kyle Major 8486, and he wrote, has forward-facing sonar taken the enjoyment out of fishing? Has it taken the enjoyment out of our watching fishing? Are we so upset about anglers staring down and watching their backs that we can't just enjoy watching fishing anymore? And let's be honest, we've always only seen the backs of anglers. Now we've taken it to the next level and said, we don't like it because their backs are turned to us and their heads are down constantly. And really, nothing has really changed in that aspect over the years. From you can't get a camera person in front of them because then you're blocking their water. So we always see behind them. But what it comes down to is when they're looking down and their back is to us, that they're just not as interactive with the camera. So if they're more interactive and talk to us as they're fishing, would that rectify the situation? And my good buddy Booster commented, is it not having co-anglers hurting bass? And that's another thing. They've eliminated the co-angler. The co-angler allowed the general grassroots angler fan, myself, to now not compete with those guys. Is that the major problem that we've had this year? And if they allow co-anglers back and they eliminate forward-facing sonar, are we going to say, great, this is what we're going to watch? Or are we going to find something else to complain about? Because let's be honest, We have nitpicked a lot of things within Bass these days. Is Bass stuck in their ways and they just can't move forward? Are they stuck in quicksand and slowly sinking, waiting for someone to throw them a branch so they can pull themselves out? And if they make those changes, are we going to be happy? Or are we going to do the same thing we did with MLF, with the constant changes? Because they're still hearing about changes on the BPT when really the last 2 or 3 years, they've made very little changes. We're still reminiscing about the things that happened 5 years ago and still bringing up today. Do we need to just clear our mind and let things go? Is that the thing we need to do? Because we're very loyal and we have memories like elephants these days. And we remember everything and anything that's negative. And we don't remember the positive. And lastly, the biggest question I have for you is if BPT and Bass merged, is that what we want? Is that the end goal? Will that make everyone happy? Does it help the industry, the hobby, and the sport if there's only one major organization and other smaller ones underneath it? Because you can't get rid of technology and not worry about the money that technology brings in. And it's about making money. These organizations don't make a lot, if any, at times. And they're trying to put out the best product they can for us, the fans. But are we nitpicking things too much? I want to know your answers in the comments below. So comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. If you're one of those 307 comments, thank you. Y'all killed it. And I really respect and appreciate and I'm humbled by all the comments and everyone who stays connected on this channel. So thank you. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. So click it. It's free. It's easy. And you'll make my day. Friday nights we go live. I said Saturday just a second ago. I had to repeat this. Friday nights we go live on the channel. So if you want to come out and watch the live channel, talk fishing, have some fun, meet some new people, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.